everybody got one. I love this thing. People are so like I was just in my low key account, you guys. Let me give you a second to everybody to pile in here. I was okay, guys. I was just in my low key account because I get tired of being trans goddess sometimes. Sometimes I just want to be a common person. No, for real though. It's just like you want, like you go in there to change the world, but you get sometimes you just like get stressed and you just want to go and broadcasting is all you know, and you just don't want to be trans goddess. No, I didn't get banned. I was just on my low key account because I didn't want to. I want to watch people and not people freak out that it's trans goddess. I want to like guess and not feel like someone's got something to say to me or about me. Like this person, like it's just it's hard to explain. And I don't want. No, see now he wants to at my mother's. See, he was just trying to play me. I said no. Bob's not dumb. He knows what time it is. He's fishing for to see what people are doing for taxes and everything like that. Yeah, he's not dumb. But like I love my friends and I love my fans and I love the impact that I've made. But sometimes, like when you do something for so long, you have to like that one song. I really love it. I love the fact that she showed us that song one night on her patio, the Humble and Kind song. I love that song. And when he says that when you go so far, you got to turn back and look back for where you came from. Like don't forget to look back and then to help the people forward. It really does humble yourself because like higher higher levels does electrify your broadcast. The more you broadcast, the more people know you, your level goes up. The more broadcast, your shit becomes so vibrant. Oh shit, nothing, honey. I just wanted to be. I don't know if people are hard sometimes. I just wanted. I don't know what to do if I'm not broadcasting. You know, I got some recognized. Someone recognized me. Jerry Devil 666. That's my low key account. And someone recognized me. Of course, one of my haters. And then they started fucking with my head, saying, "Oh, you got." And eventually, I just just to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not against the rule to be popular on one. So popular on one account. Right now, I feel kind of stressed right now, and before I was no stress. I was actually feeling better in therapy. No, I'm not saying that my breakups are stressful. I just know that there's a lot of people hating, watching, waiting for me to slip. It really gets so so stressful. Like I didn't realize that part. No, I'm not talking about like it's like everyone wants you to fail, and like when you go so far, mom, it's like you don't want to fail no more. Like it's like walking on a tightrope, and it's like I didn't really think about that part. I guess I know that sounds stupid, but I just didn't think about that. And it just gets stressed. But then when you do something for so long, it's like that's all you know what to do, you know? And it's like so I'm just batting my head against the wall. And then I really can't go and I can't even make another account without not knowing. And I know it's not, I know it's hard to like even ask, but maybe not just to know me, but why do you have to attack me?
Yeah. You don't have to talk to them. Pretty soon, if you start talking to them, then they go away. Because they're trying to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
If they can't get a reaction out
But
of
it's
you,
not just
they get
that.
bored.
It's not, yeah, but it's like you get tired of like, if one person says something, then 100 people say something.
And just sit there then. And look at him.
Yep.
Just sit there and look at him. Don't say nothing.
I know what you're saying. It's easier said than done, though.
I know. You're right.
That was mine, unfortunately. Wish it was yours.
There's stuff in there for salad. Make a salad.
Maybe it's a little bit. It's also stress too. Like I like when something like it is stress. Like because even though like I've done well for myself, like my refrigerator is packed, girl. And I finally feel like and I love it too because like now I when I buy things I'm gonna go grocery shopping tomorrow. It's been just too fucking cold. hmm I just spent $10 today. They don't give me much, but shit, I'm gonna take it. But I just spent $100. I just spent $100 a week ago. You know, like I don't after my rent and shit. I I like barely have like $200. That goes for everything. You know, like shit's really tight right now. But what I do is so important too. I know it's like on the side. It's like it really is a hobby, but it's turning out to be like a calling. And what I do on Younow is just paramount. Like it's really is it blows my mind on some of the things that like the impacts that I've had on people, good and bad, but mostly the good because I don't like to think about bad because I try not to have bad I try not to have bad influence on anybody. I just show the flaws. I just show my flaws because after a while you people like if you do too many broadcasts or show like you start to like people start to think that that's all you are is an act or a show or nothing's real or they put you if they really love you they put you on this pedestal like this platform where nobody can attain you and it's like that's not my fucking family hates me just like I fucking hate myself sometimes. It's one of the strongest broadcasters I've ever met. Baby, I love you too. Hi, Malika. I'm at my mama's house right now. But unfortunately, I can't guess you because my mom's got play school dinner. What's going on? It's not going good.
I could have swore I just did it. It says win 8 million or more 3 times, and I just won a little over 8 million, but they didn't count it. I don't know if it was because it was in free spin mode, but usually the free spins count because it's one spin.
Right. Do you know what my dream is? On my Younow goal really is. People are always talking about tip jars and stuff like that. Do you know what my ultimate goal on Younow is? To make it to level 100. I want to be level 100 by 2020. I know it sounds like a long time away, but it's 2017, and the higher you get, the harder it is to become, you know? I was on level 72 forever, you guys. I don't know if it's gonna work. That's you the whole time? This is your local account? So all the time, this has been your lower key account?
Nah,
I remember you, OG Savage.
my daughter.
Maybe it was somebody else that reminded me of you.
Nah,
Wait,
you baby you.
how am I guessing? Wait, it says I'm guessing OG Savage.
Yeah, you're guessing me.
Oh, you changed your name.
No,
It says Beyond OG Savage.
I know.
Yeah,
We're taking over.
you swapped someone's account?
Oh my god. Okay, here's what we're doing. Okay,
Be careful.
I'm on her account and she's on my account.
All right,
We're
have fun.
switching.
Yeah, but you know what,
Yeah,
Ronald?
because there was some girl in his account the other day I seen.
Do you know what? You know what though? Be careful. I'm not saying this will happen to you, but once upon a time, not long ago, there was this girl named Blurx3 Chanel, and she was not like popular, but what she was is she was up on the rise. She already had like 10,000 fans or whatever, and she inspired to have a tip jar, but she got super greedy, and she started getting people, guys in particular, to give. She first she baited them by giving them her password and gave them access, and the mere reason for that was just so they could give her bars. Do you know what I'm saying? So that he would go into her account and add money with his account. You know what I'm saying? But but okay. Then she was like, you know what? If I'm gonna give you mine, even though you're doing bars and putting bars in my account, I want yours. Okay? And he had a girlfriend, and fucking, she got pissed off one time. Like this was after months of it going real successful. She got real pissed off and she deactivated his account just out of spite. Nothing worse than a woman scoring, right? And then you know what? She got banned because of it. Because
Oh
he was
well.
dating her.
Well, bad
So
for
that's,
her. But
isn't that a cute story though? That's the problem with swapping people and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, she's pretty though.
I know she's my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was Amber's daughter.
Hey, what's good, mother-in-law? I know you hear me. What's good?
You know what's good? God is good.
Hey, mother-in-law, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a brick. How's the lottery going? You know, how's that bingo? You know, I know you see me. How's that meatloaf? You know, I haven't seen you in months. My birthday
That's my
passed. You
mom, you
know, Merry
guys.
Christmas, and Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy
That's my
Thanksgiving,
mom, you guys.
and all that. Happy Thanksgiving, and the rest of that
That's Amanda's mom.
past. You know,
Yeah, soon to come up. Happy St. Patty's Day.
happy what?
He's black. He's not Irish.
No, but I am.
Look at the Irish line.
You
Mm-hmm.
don't know about St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, that's in March.
March
Yeah.
what? March what?
I don't know.
March 17th, nigga.
Oh yeah, well March 17th. That's I ain't Irish. I'm black.
I mean, I can't believe you didn't come into my low-key account, Ronald.
Oh my god, this is not my low key account.
You didn't know me. Nobody knew it was me. It was so good. It was actually good, but bad. It was like, oh my god, I'm not important no more. But then I was like, that's kind of what I wanted, so I was. Isn't my mom so cute?
That looks like shit. Did you just put that on me?
No.
But what?
Ronald,
What's up?
Ronald, when's the
Oh,
last time you had cake?
yeah, what?
When's the last time you had some good cake?
Y'all need to hear about that. That's personal information.
No, I'm sorry.
That's privacy. Y'all don't need to hear about that. But yeah, I just wanted to say what's good. You know, say what's up to the fam, and I can't hear you. Oh wait, now I can. I just want to say what's good. And so what's up to the fam, you know, and all that. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'll guess you then. Oh, yeah. Bitch, you better look cute. Oh, and I'm dropping you. Not too cute. Otherwise, I'm dropping you. Oh, now I'm not ever guessing you again because you just declined me. Ever. You could have just covered up. I can't talk. Girl, you could have been like this. I can't talk now. And hung up on me. Mhm. I want to see what you look like at work. You could have fucking snuck it for 2 seconds to show me your face. I don't care. I don't care if you got a uniform. I don't care if I give you a uniform. I like girls in uniform. It's so sad. You're supposed to be my friend. Another platform. You're supposed to be. Everybody doesn't know that. Queen of the Damned watched me since the beginning of my stream when I first started streaming. Before you know, she followed me. I know, Amanda. Wasn't he so convinced? So convincing, man. Amber, have Amber, shall we sneak it? Just don't breathe on her. Yeah, I like this. Hey, try it. Because we can hear. Say something. Yeah, I bet you. I know you do. Malika, you know me. How long now? I started broadcasting. Okay, I made this account. People get so confused. I wish that I could change it because I didn't start broadcasting until like January 15th of 2016. I opened the account 8/11 of 2015, the year before. But I started broadcasting on another platform that's like, Amber, when you download Friend Life, you can't even go live anymore. But you ain't getting nobody's coming. No, bitch. No, it's not. It's funny. It's actually kind of poetic if you think about it. It's poetic justice if you think about it. Isn't that what I mean? For not just for me, but for you too. All the shit that been ready to put you at her platform now. I mean, I'm not gonna say never because I have been banned before, but I look at them as like timeouts and suspensions because so a lot of times I do need to be checked, but I see the error of my ways and they let me come back out of the graces by their graces, not mine. But you know what? I am bound as fuck. She says she is. She's the only one I can sit here and watch for hours. Karina, are you serious? No, so fucking boring. Like, don't. Why do y'all do that to me? Do you see what I'm saying though? They put it in my head. Like, no. I probably could watch me for hours though too. Fucking dumb. Like sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I'm sassy, sometimes I'm sexy and sassy. A lot of times I'm like a lot of these things that mish together. I like that word, mished. I made it up. I made it. I watch her for hours. Wait, I don't go. I can't see your girls' comments because I'm at home. Ooh, I love Pizza Cut. Ooh, I've been suspended before for like lots of things. I'm not proud of it, but it you, there's it's for a reason. Being grounded, you learn from it and you grow from it. Don't get worse. You know what you mean, girl, and you mean that you mean more to me, to be honest. Like Karina said, the first time she ever saw me, I was guesting Ruby, and I was saying something like heartfelt, and I was talking straight to Ruby, but what I was saying to her was so profound, and was going through an abusive relationship. I'm not trying to. This is what, and she said that I was saying to Ruby because Ruby had been with a relationship problem at the time that it was so profound that even though I was talking to Ruby and she knew it, it felt like I was talking straight to her. It gave me strength to get out of that relationship. And how's everything going? So yesterday my friend texted me. She had something for me. She goes, "Oh, I think how the fuck did she find out about it?" Well, what do you mean? How did she find out about you now? You know it's really popular. I like your naughty girl. Mhm. I love you. You're like a naughty. I am like a naughty girl. You're in her spot, mom. I was in your
I'm
spot.
gonna vacuum.
this time. This time, you you pissing her off.
Oh,
See, you're lucky. Am I pissing you off?
my game is.
He's doing great. He's in jail, and I feel safe. Go, Karina. I swear to God. Are you serious though? I'm gonna cry. I swear to God, because you know what? I know what I went through with my mom because my mom, she needed her sister because at the time it was scary because when you're abused and stuff, abuse is a lot of times it's prolonged and then you get scared to even do anything because you don't know what's gonna happen and it's hard. You feel so stuck and it's really hard and like oh my gosh, like that really like holy shit. Like, when someone has like much power over you, you know what I'm saying, and they're abusing you and stuff, you know, physically or emotionally, it's hard to get out of that. Most of the time, it's like, oh my god, I'm trying not to cry. My mom, I had a late night that night, and when she had enough, she said, drop me off. I borrowed her car to go to work. I was working at Head Start, and the last job my mom had was because I was a bus monitor, and the last job was for mom was like right before when the kids were on break. The teachers and bus monitors they come to work a week early to get things started for school. And because I worked at a preschool, I was like an assistant teacher slash bus monitor. And I had a it was a late night, so I had to be there early in the morning. Like I used to work 7 to 5, Monday through Thursday, for 3 years, from 18 to 21. Yep, I loved it too. I was a good I was a good teacher, really good. But then in 2008, the economy crashed. You know, everybody just started losing all the. This was a federal job. I worked for a federal funded program. All the jobs just went away. You know. Now there's just vodka in it. Now there's just vodka in it. Not nice. That's not nice. She just said to me. My eyes all messed up from it. If I close my eyes, memories replay in my head of the nightmares almost every night. I know. And you know what's so crazy? Is that when things are that traumatic, I've noticed that during the daytime, like when I got sick, I was totally fine, you know? When I went to go, like, or when when my address and all my numbers, all that got leaked, during the daytime, I was, like, totally fine. But when I go to close my eyes and my eyes roll back in my head and I just start thinking about stuff, I could not sleep. I could not sleep. It made me sick to my stomach. Yeah, like, may it be, like, in your case because you were abused, it's your, you know, the, the things or the worries of him coming back or what ifs. Or sometimes it's, even though this sounds scary, sometimes you love him. Like, I know that in my particular case, with Dre, I went through this process where, like, after I, like, accepted everything, I started really hating myself, you know? Thinking that maybe he or someone like him, but mostly him, would be the only person that ever would love me or accept me for who I am. I don't know if you ever went through anything like that, but, like, and I think that was my phase where I started for a second. I like felt like a part of me was identifying with my. I think you did go through it, but it was just yours was a little bit different because you gave oh boy a different chance. You know, I could talk to anybody, so I'm not just putting everything's cryptic. I don't like putting anybody's business out there, but I went through that too. Like this was different though because he like left the state. Remember? Because he was a drifting ass motherfucker, anyways, you know? Because he was always trying to evade the law, because he had warrants in Arkansas, because he was on parole. But when I be okay, when people be looking at my broadcast sometimes thinking that it's negative, a lot of my shit is not negative. Most everything I do on here is super positive. I show you the good with the bad. It's very important that I do too, because some people like, and I really feel like I've done it so well that like it is not an act. Like the way that you see me act here would be the same fucking way that you see me act at playlist or VidCon, with minor adjustments, depending on the your atmosphere and your surroundings. But I'm always the same. It's important that I do that, not for me, but for you, and also for my brand. It's my version of the truest, purest form of authenticity. Does that make sense? Like, it's hard for people to stay authentic because there's always someone dubbing you as fake. No, it's hard to be happy every day, Karina. Sometimes it's hard for me to open up though because I get frustrated, or I cry, or I don't know. I know what my problem is, but I don't know how to really articulate it because it's so overwhelming. A lot of people have those problems where they know what they want to say, but how to go about saying it, or without either falling apart or blowing up, or both. It's sometimes really hard to do, if not damn near impossible. You know what I mean, girl? You know what I mean, y'all? That's what I was trying to get with through to Bree, and she's totally giving me the cold shoulder. She's totally turned her back on me and everything, all because I had one bad day, and if I end my broadcast abruptly, that obviously I'm upset or something, and I don't need anybody to I will always be okay, and I'm gonna promise you that. If I was gonna go the fuck out, it would have been a long time ago, okay? When I was smaller, less strong. I ain't going nowhere. Sometimes I just need time to process my shit because I got a lot of shit. Like, a lot of people got a lot of shit. When I talk about my shit, it's not because I'm trying to undermine what y'all are going through or anything like that, or justify what I do, when I do, how I do it even. Why I'm telling you that is because it's important that you know that I got shit too that I sort through. Just like I know you got shit that you guys sort through. And it's but sometimes it does get so overwhelming. Like, you don't need to be on the broadcast like that. You don't, sometimes there is something called too real. That's kind of raunchy. And yeah, I have raunchy moments, but I'm not a raunchy person. But I do have raunchy-like tendencies. I like to call them features. I do have a mission, though. And I think I've made it plain and clear. Live. Be fearless. In the process, flawless will come in. Live and be fearless. But don't be stupid. What I mean by stupid is don't be gullible. Because people that, especially talented, gullible people, really talented people tend to burn out quicker in this world. I don't know why. It's nice guys finish last. So true. One more. Because we got to have one more for luck. And then that's it. Because I can feel it right here. Right about where my chest hair is growing back. Or growing back. Me and Amber never used to call each other bitch. Well, I call her when she cried because she not like it. But then we started broadcast or streaming on this other platform that went under, and now we love calling each other bitch and whores. It's fun. No, I took it because you didn't take one when you were supposed to take one. Girl, you really ain't gonna get a bad lick. Abia spent over $2,000 on me yesterday. On us. That's what people are like that too. People are like, how do you get someone to do that? Okay, I don't. they do it because they're my friend, or in Abia's case, she's my sister. I feel so connected to her. And you know where I've met her at? I met her in a foreign hashtag. There's a lot of great that comes in it, but when you do something so great, people get jealous or timid, or a lot of times it's uncertainty. I'm a major threat, but I'm not a threat. But I guess I can be. I guess anybody could be. It's like a gun is supposed to be good for, a gun is it's supposed to protect you, but it can be used as a weapon to hurt people too. Look at me as a loaded gun. I'm a loaded gun. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a loaded gun. But what I'm saying is that that's not a good analogy, but it was funny. It was a funny analogy, so I thought I'd go with it. Sometimes comedy is a good chuckle. You go. At the end of the day, I have achieved my goal. I really have. Like, I have a really strong platform on Younow. Like, I really, like, Younow has opened my world to, like, not only the possibility of going to and doing other things like acting and all kinds of stuff, things that I wanted to do already, but I didn't really have the avenue. I've branded my personality so tight, and so it's so woven in with who I am personally, that I love it. Like, I love the fact that people know who I am, they know what they're getting, and they know the sides that and the, not only the sides I have, but the role I know I play. See, we all have a role in this magical play of what some people call life. But Karina, I owed it to you guys. If I never got partnered, it would be because I deserved it because of all the bad things I did in my past. I know that sounds crazy, like I'm beating myself up, Amber, but it's called karma. People have to believe in it because it truly does exist. And it's like, deep down, I don't really probably deserve my partnership because of all the things I have done. Like, before I was a broadcaster, I make up for it now because, like, my redemption, and I can't believe I'm, like, talking about this. I shouldn't be because it's like, but I probably don't deserve it. And I know that sounds crazy because I've worked so hard for it. But you guys don't know, you really don't even know what I've done, All the things that I've done with Jenny, you know? Jenny really tarnished my record really bad. That girl destroyed my life being her friend, and, like, you don't even know, Amber. I couldn't even probably, like, tell you things. I just did things like that. Like, and that's like, even though it has no connection to, well, it kind of does have connection because I use these past experiences to fuel my broadcast, and it helps me to not only to relate, but also to inspire, to know, like, I can't, like, when motherfuckers are like, oh my god, I don't want nobody to know my government, or like when they say, oh, I've been in jail. Well, bitch, so have I. But you know what? The difference between a lot of people is that when I got bit up by the motherfucking dogs, I was like, my motherfucking baby is outside. My sister already gave up on her son. I already said I would take care of him. I gotta motherfucking do right, not only for me, but for him. And then look, I was like, you know what? My baby's having such a hard time in school. Like, I really, really, really need to do something for not only for me, but for him, because if school is not important for me, it won't be important to him. After 10 years, a bitch went and got her GED. Yes, I did. And I almost gave up. And my sister, I gotta give my sister props for that because she inspired me a lot. You have no fucking clue. Because I was going through a lot at the time because I was still going through my, like, denial and phases like that when it comes to, like, other parts of my life. And then more thing, it was like that. It was like that. The camel was running, and the camel had all this load, but that's all it took. It broke my damn back, and that's why I was acting like. You remember that? I was like, I lost my 10 points. I gotta. It took motherfucker. It took motherfucking goddamn Father Time and the fucking state of Minnesota to say they were gonna change the fucking goddamn, or they were gonna say that I paid for those fucking tests. I fucking passed three of them, and I know I could pass the fourth one. I was gonna knock that one out. That was just a play one. I was playing with them. Man, I went after I failed that shit for 10 points. I went back, like, what is it, 8 months later? I went back, and I fucking went from a 4, what did I get? 400 exactly, because you needed a 410. I got 400. Then you know what I got? 570. Anything over 450 you can use towards another test. It's I really think it's hilarious. Like an idiot. I know that sounds fucking like I'm trying to be a bitch, but an idiot. If you studied the GED, anybody can pass. It's it's like a chance of 1 of 20. You know, like 1 of 4. Everything's multiple choice except for the writing. You know, and all you need is 2,500 to pass. Get your GED 2,500. A score of 2,500. 5 tests. You need to have a 410 to pass, but you need an average of 450. Anything over the 450 can be used towards another test that didn't make 450. So it's like I can get fucking like a 600, right, on one test. Now I've got fucking an extra 150 points. I can get a 400. I'm sorry. I can get a 410. Now all I need is fucking, let me see, 4. I'm actually 10 points shy because um if I needed fucking, I would have 160, I think, and I only have 150. So actually I would have to have a 420 on one of them, you know. But still, no, I really don't, girl. When I be telling y'all stories, like, y'all would not like me. Like, I don't like to lose. I also don't like to be like. I have this like respect thing. I never really realized I had that. I knew I was a control freak, but then when Jenny came around, she kind of had this way about her where like she was like she always had something to prove, and I think a lot of that had. Well, I know a lot of that had to do with the fact that she was a woman trying to be a criminal, a career criminal, trying to burglarize, rob, steal, do drugs, sell drugs, do all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you deal with those type of things, even one of those adds an element to your life that is not healthy. When you start having a cocktail of these things, it makes your life completely, like, I cannot believe, Amber. Like, I swear, sometimes when I look back and I'm like, oh my god, the things that like when David was first born, I was so dangerous. Not physically, but you never know because I was not like I would hurt somebody, but the things I would do might bring things back to my house. You know, do you remember it took me 3 years to even when someone rang the doorbell for me to even answer the door without looking out the window first? That's because I was always scared that the cops are gonna come for me, and I was not a thief. What I do to my sister is different. That's a sibling thing. I mean, come on now. It's like borrowing a top and forgetting to give it back. Whatever. What I'm talking about is like just raping someone's whole life. That's my biggest problem, Amber. Is I beat myself up, and I know you guys know, you especially know this. My biggest problem with what I did is stealing memories. Even if people aren't the type of person like, oh, it's just money. It's not. It's hard. It's hard earned. Even if your person went and ordered it online, even opening the package when the package arrived and seeing it for the very first time, created an imprint. What I did, I smudged it. Because of that, I deal with so much problems, and it has nothing to do with my trolls, or I can make all the excuses I want. It's because of my karma. I would have a tip jar right now if it wasn't for my karma, because I was such a bad person. And it's like, and I wasn't a bad person. Like, I robbed people. I did so many bad things. And it's like, I don't know why. But it's like, I knew a lot of it was the drugs, but a lot of it was because I used to get beat down by my stepdad and I felt powerful for once. I know that sounds sadistic, but it's like, and then it just got so out of control, where it became something like it fed my like not just my lifestyle, but it fed my like my addiction. It also made my mom and everyone happy because I could like if they wanted something, I could probably try to get it for them. And I used to love to help people and make them feel happy. And it's like, but then like David came around, and also I was like not okay with like what I was doing because I've never been like that. My mom never raised a criminal, but it was like I was felt so. I never really even looked at it. That was the very first time I ever even looked at it like that. I never thought about that in my head ever just now. But I did, in a sadistic kind of way, I felt like a powerful, you know? I did in all aspects. Like, I felt so defeated. Like, people are like making fun of you because you're gay or you're trans or your stepdad hates you because you're feminine, gay, you're not his. You just try and then you're stuttering. Now what? Like, why the fuck do you act like that? Why do you walk like? Why do you talk like a white boy, act like a gay, and switch like my sister? Damn. Oh, and what's your name? Because I bet you $1 million you can't say it. My sister is so amazing, y'all. We're gonna do a fucking show where Tranz takes the Bahamas. It's gonna be a reality show on a yacht, basically, and we're gonna go to like from island to island. I think I'm gonna try to start it out with like a couple episodes. That's really what I want to do. I made that up a couple of weeks ago, but I'd been batting it around in my head for a while because reality shows have been done over. But ain't no fucking social media. Younow, Transgatas, did one on a yacht, a yacht in the Bahamas. It's either that or the Hawaiian. I want the Bahamas because there's Jamaica and there's the whole Caribbean and the Dominican, all this exotic. Hell, and you know what? Because the U.S. has good relations now with Cuba, we can even take a stop in Savannah. Yes, pick us up a 1940s mint condition Mustang for $100. Do I look stupid to you? What are you talking about? Maybe. Depends on who you are. You might. I know I'm not stupid. I'm so smart. But that's just because like I just like wanted to be smart because my grandpa told me that if you're dumb as fuck, people will take advantage of you. He said learn mathematics. Not so much that you feel like you gotta be like making equations in your head all the damn time. But know enough so you can cook. Also learn to read. And not just read but understand what you read. Because if you know the words and don't understand them, what's the point? It also allows you to be able to motherfucking figure out the contract, what they're saying to you. Now you also have to add one, two, three to also be able to measure. And I kind of have a problem with that sometimes. Sometimes I just like, what's 2/3 and 2/3? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you remember that one? But like, I do know that a lot of my problem is I feel like that it's the universe, and you guys can say whatever you want. But you remember when I used to cry to you, like when like sometimes especially when I remember this one time when my mom was taking me to like my maybe it wasn't maybe we weren't going to my probation office. Either we were going to my probation office or we were doing running around on Friday because but she had happened to be driving that time, and I remember her telling me. She said it actually a few more times after that, but the very first time we were in the car, in a, in her red minivan, and she said, "Drew, you didn't get yourself into this mess overnight. You really didn't." And with that being, and she said, like basically, she was like, I'm paraphrasing a little bit now. She's like, with that being said, it's ridiculous for you to think that you're gonna get it out of it overnight. You know, it's like so important that I remember that. Like, I know you guys see a lot, like you guys see us fight and stuff like that, but it's really important that you know that that is one of the biggest things that probably is the most important thing that my mom's ever said to me. I know that she said gave me a lot of inspiration, but being strong and to make a best of a bad situation is one, and for two, when you dug yourself so deep, don't don't fool yourself into thinking you're gonna get out of it overnight. Even with all the help in the world, if you've dug yourself so deep that you can't see how you've got in, you're going to have to fill it in somehow, and you better be careful, otherwise it's gonna collapse over your head. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start filling it in slowly, and step on top of it, and be careful because fresh soil is hard to step on. You tend to end up right where you began. You know what I mean? When you step on fresh soil, it's so fluffy and whatnot. You know, it's a process. You gotta start digging out from the sides and slowly stepping
I
up.
told you didn't get into trouble overnight, so.
You remember, girl, when I was bald headed, girl? That's because you from friend life. But Malika, when I was a streamer, didn't I tell everybody that I was gonna change the world? What did I say, Malika? What did I say? And then yesterday, what did I do? I was number one, not only in girls for 10 hours, but I was number one on the whole platform. It took Adi himself, the genius, to me, to be honest. And I'm a social media person. I'm not joking. I like to say star because I kind of am a Younow star, but I'm not a star because stars are like kind of like around the way. I'm very popular on Younow, but I think that I have to hit another social media platform before I would be considered a star. But Younow star may be in my own right. Listen now. What I'm about to say, it's like a person that deals in theories or writes them, a person of science, of fact, uh, being presented with the opportunity to hear Albert, the man that invented fucking the theory of relativity. God, you know what I'm talking about. E was it E squared equals m3, m2, E m equals E3 equals m2, right?
MC squared.
It's MC squared. Adi is like that for me.
Mr. Moses, day 2 of Lucian the
He
cafeteria
didn't
was
make you know.
better than the first.
I pray for him every day, but
You hear that, Amber?
I don't pray. I actually.
Mr. Moses, day 2 of lunch in the cafeteria was better than the first.
I pray every day to my fucking God, and I say, tell your boys to leave my boy.
It is.
No, I do. No, I'm not. Whenever I don't pray like that. Like I tell my God. I said, please tell your boys to get off my nephew. I said, please tell your boys to get off my boy, and that's my point. Yeah, she's still my familiar. She said, hey, you hear her? She protects my baby.
Who? What?
Persia or whatever her name is.
Her name was Kitty.
I forget her name because she's extravagant. She's the first cat I ever liked. You know what's funny? Her name is Kitty too. Kitty blocked me, guys. Everybody go to Miss Kitty's broadcast and say I'm Black Trans Goddess because she loves you. No, I really do love Kitty. I love Miss Kitty. That girl is my fuck, and she really needs to unblock me because I wanted to post this beautiful picture that I had. No, I'm not joking. I had meshed the shit. I was trying to use what was it? GIMP. I meshed this beautiful thumb tab and I was gonna post it to a wall in honor of not just me and her, if not friendship, our relationship. Okay, because I consider us friends, but because me and her fight so much, you know. Oh yeah, I trend a lot. You know, trending is not nothing. Queen Malika, trending ain't shit. It's only the first part. I wanted to prove when I got denied. I wanted to prove to myself I'm worth it. Betty, I'm worth it. Malika, I told you all that I told you I was gonna change the world. I meant it, and I'm not done yet. But changing the world is hard. It's like it's like fucking having sex, loving the way that dick felt, and now you got pregnant. What you do now? Well, now you got to go through the motions. You get morning sickness. Your baby's growing. You got self doubt. Your body hurts. You can't sleep. Now you're starting to freaking feel really uncomfortable, and now you're really scared because this is your first baby. You don't even know how this is gonna feel, but you know it's gonna hurt. What are you gonna do? Can you make it? How are you gonna handle this? What about this baby when it comes?
What the fuck you know about all that shit?
Analogies, because I saw what my sister went through, and then when she didn't take care of anything, and then I had to sacrifice my whole life. And granted, it was a criminal life, and I really feel like that would help me, like, stay out of prison. I felt at the time it was a burden on my life. In ways, you get what I'm saying? I say it here without prejudice because he's not here and he can't hear me. You know, but I felt that time. I did it for him, but I felt like I wanted to be out on the streets doing
I really need a shower, but I don't think it's happening.
bad shit. You know, And I don't know why I did it. I want to be on the fucking streets. Umar, I love you, baby. I will always be friends. You're my fucking brother. Or you're my Isis is my sister. I don't care what Umar picks for her name. I call her Isis because you know what? I know that it bothered you. It bothers you more when people say your the top three things is when someone fat shames you, when someone calls you a terrorist, and when somebody says you're a drama starter. Because you're caring, you're like me. You have a big heart, and so you get involved in that. People always want to like involve you. Baby, don't worry about your likes. I don't care about your likes no more. Now, granted, the likes did get red crown. I really want you to crown though. One of these days, Umar, when our both of our money is like I thought by now we partnered, but I forgot about my karma, and I really do believe in karma. It's taken me so long because I have done a lot of bad things. Mom, good things don't happen like that. Like you really do have to consider that when you rape somebody of their memories and their hard-earned things, all kinds of stuff for so long, like I did, you have to consider the consequences down the line. I really do believe that, and I know that sucks, and I hate myself for even admitting it. But it's like I made too much money off of their like it really did, Mom. No, I did, Mom, because you don't even know what I did. You only know the stories or what you imagine me and Jenny doing. We were six.
Why do I be so fucking melancholy?
I'm not because I really do. You remind me of my because I did a lot of things because I told myself if I do these things, I don't.
You did them. Own up to them. Now get over it.
But I have to tell my fans.
Why do you always dwell on the past?
Because I have fans. You don't have fans.
Well, I don't understand why you dwell on the past.
Because I'm talking to.
Sad.
I do have to feel sad because if I don't feel, Mom, I don't fucking acknowledge it. I have fans, unlike most people.
You acknowledged it.
But you don't have fans, so you can bury this stuff. I can't. No, you can't. Otherwise, you'll be fake.
No, your fans don't need to know your business.
Well, then not your fans.
Bullshit.
You don't understand it because you're.
You think fucking Britney Spears and
That's different.
and Samuel L. Jackson.
She was punked by the MK Ultra program herself, and this was before social media.
Fans all their business?
Yeah,
No.
she came before social
They
media.
got a private life.
I'm going to be a social media icon like her 10 years from now.
That doesn't mean they know what time you shit.
Exactly, but that's because it's different then. It's like it's comparing a typewriter to a fucking to a phone.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'm a smartphone. She's right. What is your problem? Why when I talk to my fans, you always have a problem.
Because you sit there and you whine. And
but I'm not talking to not just you. You may hear it, but I'm not talking to you.
I don't care. I can
just to you, and then you get mad at me when I talk feelings to somebody. It's really weird.
I don't know why you have to know your business.
You don't have to know. I'm successful on here. That's the only thing I do need to know. I don't tip because people all know my name, and I've helped millions of people.
They all know your business.
Exactly. You got to give something to give something. Just like vice versa. You want to get something, give something first. And I didn't have anything. I don't have no kids. I don't have no family. I don't got this or got that. So all the bad things that I went through, I could do something positive now for it. And then I just tell my whole fucking life so I can learn something from it. I don't go down my path because I was a confused transgender that didn't even know that I was robbing, stealing, doing all these other things on drugs, fucking not motherfucking living, not growing up, not fucking being a fucking good, productive person or even just a human being, you know. I had no motherfucking like problem with like X and a personality. I cared really, truly, and 100% only for myself. And because I got myself, I used to mask it by giving you guys things or bringing my sister home a gift or jade earrings or.
It's just a giving. You always have been.
I cared about myself. Why else would I be doing that? I cared about only myself.
No, you like to give to people.
So drugs too.
The question that it was other people giving.
I know. I've been some things.
But even in your own shit, you're very giving.
I love Donald Trump, to be honest. He's more in the last week than my fucking last two presidents. And even if I didn't, don't like talking about him. So if you want, I'm gonna give you one more shot. Don't disrespect the president because I'm a patriot.
Go Trump.
No, no, seriously. If I didn't support him, I wouldn't slam him by broadcast. Do you ever see a UK, even a person who doesn't
For
agree?
our president now.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that you
So,
don't see
look it up, Buttercup.
somebody from the UK bashing the Queen, even if they don't like him. Even at the end of the day, that's still their Queen. At the end of the day, this is still
I know,
my
it cracks
president.
me up when everybody says, "Oh, he's not my president." If you live in America, he's your fucking president. You may not like him, but he's your president.
Like I'm just saying, like I'm only one person, one voice. But my very first person, you know what's so funny is I'm glad that he didn't win now. But my very first person I ever voted for was the president election for Bush and Kerry. Remember? And Kerry lost.
Yep.
Turns out they all sleep in the same bed. Mm-hmm. But then he also done a lot fucking Secretary of State for Obama, and I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker pussy. He doesn't listen. He has no problem with kissing and sucking these motherfuckers in their fucking their porcelain thrones.
He sucks the shit right out of their ass.
Out of their ass, straight through the marrow. Yeah, Bush was a better fucking. Bush finished the job he started. Because Bush came in the election 2000, you know, for the first time around for Bush.
I was there
but
for it.
You know what I'm saying? I turned 18 to 2014 or well, I'm actually 13, guys. 18 2004. 2004.
I think the first presidency that I ever really remember, like, kind of watching, was Reagan.
80? 97, 980?
Was Carter before Reagan?
Carter was right before 80. Yep, Reagan.
Carter was right before Reagan?
Maybe
it was Carter I was watching.
Yeah, you want to lie? Probably because of the embassy. The Iran had fucking...
No, I'm talking about the actual election. I sat in my bed.
Do you want to lie too? Because people were ready for change now. Because who was the president before that? Ford, Harrison, or Ford? I
remember Ford, but I don't remember watching an election.
But Ford, that's because it was kind of because of the Watergate and all the other shit.
Because I was so fucking young.
That too, but you know, even if you did, it was Nixon and Kim getting impeached, and then Ford, Harrison. Ford came. He was Gerald Ford. Yeah. Gerald Ford was Nixon's vice president, I believe. So Gerald Ford became, you know, Nixon resigned. I believe Gerald Ford became the president, and then he pardoned Nixon. And then right after that, like, oh my God, I can't deal with this no more. So then they were ready for change. So they fucking.
You know what's so funny?
They voted in Carter, but then when our embassy got fucking attacked, they held them hostage and murdered people and everything like that. And then
we were due to get a fucking Republican in office anyways, because it's a known fact if you look at history.
Vote Tranz 2020.
If you look at history, whenever a Republican Party or a Democratic Party in 2 terms,
I would make the world great.
The people will vote for the opposite
I know Trump said it.
Party.
I know Trump said it, guys, but I can really make America great again. I'm so smart. I'm smarter than everybody. I'm smarter than him. I'm smarter than Trump. I don't give a fuck. I'm smarter than fucking Trump. I'm smarter than Trump. And I bet you I could seduce his ass and give me some money. How about Monica Lewinsky is fucking ass?
Oh, excuse me. I'm fucking cool.
Ronald, guess with me, but Ronald, I love Ronald. No, I do love Ronald. Like Ronald, I want to get to know you by Snapchat. No, genuinely, wholeheartedly, Ronald is like my little brother. Where did Ronald go? Ronald doesn't love me. Ronald thinks I'm like his cousin, and I'm not his cousin. I'm his fucking sister. Okay, don't you? Umar, guess with me. You better guess with me, Umar, because you act like you don't guess with me, Umar. Just because I'm from America. I don't want no pictures of me. And I'm gonna leave. You call my driver.
That's why I'm gonna sit on the fucking up.
Oh my God, that's my guy from fucking best I ever had. This guy named CJ, but I don't think it's his real name. He's from fucking 36. He's from fucking Chicago. He's a drug dealer. Pretty sure he's a drug dealer. And he has the best dick in the world. I swear, mom. I thought I had sex before, and it turns out I just lost my virginity a couple weeks ago. Like a virgin. Hey. Sorry, mom. You'd be so proud of me. You'd be so proud of your trans daughter. So hood too, and I held my own. Yeah, my little girl, a little girl from Tallahassee. Umar doesn't love me no more. He just pretends like he does because he would have guessed it on me. Either Umar or Isis. That's why he. That's why his alter ego is Isis because it bothers about him. So he take what they say about you and you make it a power. Not messaging me. Oh, oh my god. I gotta